It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Fred VanVleet.
Well, those assist numbers are trending in the wrong direction. Maybe he's been looking for his own shot a little more, and that explains the dip in his numbers, but it's something to keep an eye on.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Edwards is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Houston, Olajuwon is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Murray in at the point. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best. Centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Maxey.
And, you know, since getting drafted back in 2016, Murray has really worked hard to improve his free throw percentage.
And we've seen it more than once. Dejounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And, you know, you get so much out of Dejounte Murray. He's a high-effort guy, but he also stuffs the box score. Points, rebounds, assists, and then defensively, he is just a pest who can be disruptive.
Now here's Murray. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. I spoke with Houston's head coach for a bit. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Kevin, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And it's Clark with the finish.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now here's Olajuwon. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. It's stolen by Edwards. Driving inside. Williams with the block. Stolen. And stolen by Murray. Dosunmu, the pass to Williams. To the paint. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Good. Nice job down low.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
To stop the run, Murray finds Olajuwon. Some nice passing there by Houston. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Clark, good tee by Williams.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Murray against Maxey. Olajuwon dishes to Williams. Back to Olajuwon. Pushing it up. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this game. The first free throw is good.
Justin Edwards. 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Houston trails by 3. And so Houston again turning it over.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Maxey. He's putting up 31 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Now, here's Maxey. Really played well against Portland in his last outing.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards looking it over. Clock at 6. Pass to Grimes. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers leading by 3. And here's Maxey. He has yet to score. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Yeah, Dejounte Murray is a different type of guard. He would much prefer taking it to the hoop rather than taking long-distance jumpers. Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
The shot's good from Alexander-Walker.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Clark outside. Embiid with a screen on Murray. Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Clark for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. We have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The 76ers third.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Murray against Maxey. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Edwards passes to Grimes. A floater. Maxey, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Murray. He had 16 points in the win against Dallas.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
It's good. Embiid's got his second bucket.
Well, Embiid pretty much has the green light to take any kind of shot, including off the catch.
Olajuwon inside. He's against Clark. The 76ers leading by 3. Edwards kicks to Maxey. Out to Edwards. Embiid sets the pick for Edwards. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. High, arcing shot. Embiid, no good. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Murray outside. Back to Williams. Pass to Alexander Walker. They get it again. Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon.
Hey, Sideshow. Got to concentrate on this one, man. It's a tough game right here.
Is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Embiid. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Portland.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Now here's Murray. After the miss from Joel Embiid.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Grimes. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Edwards passes to Maxey. High post, Embiid. Over Williams. Again, Embiid missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Olajuwon against Clark. Fade away, and Olajuwon finishes it.
Olajuwon.
And now it's a 3-point Houston lead. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Yes, I don't mind talking just like moments right here. I'll talk during timeouts and beginning of the game and the end of the game. So right now you got the twin towers of Williams and Olajuwon up front with the guard. Again, this team resembles a lot of the 1994 Houston Rockets. You know, you got your 2 big men up front with your 3 guards out there, essentially. With Murray, Alexander Walker, and DeSumo, with other bench players coming in. Now, right now we're having a hard time scoring because Philadelphia's defense is causing a little bit of problem here at the basket with Embiid and their other bigs. So it's kind of an open court game right now. Neither team is doing too well in the half court. So it's pretty much been an open court fast breaking game thus far. We'll see how it goes. The only real good half court opportunity we had was Olajuwon that last play where he went one-on-one at the pinch post and killed the guy with the dream shake. We're going to try to get our shooters open here when we get back out from this timeout. All right, let's go.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Olenek, he's checked in for Williams. Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. Hawkins checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Dejounte Murray. Now, here's George. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. He had a nice open look right there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Here's VanVleet. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Deflects the pass. Olajuwon, right side. No good off the front iron.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's VanVleet. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
Well, 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Then we're going to change the offense here. We're running the Philly elbow. Then we're going to go to more of a traditional offense here and try to get Olajuwon some post attempts, especially with Embiid being out of the game now. Because Philadelphia's going small. They're going small now. So Olajuwon should be able to take control of this game now. Yeah, they're going small ball.
Lengthen your
Yeah, they've gone
rotation,
super small.
especially if the game isn't
Philadelphia.
all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still without a basket. And here's Marshall from the arc. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. And so Lowry will bring it up for Philadelphia. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Kevin?
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Back to Olajuwon. Oh, and Olajuwon goes down.
I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now here's Van Vliet. Marshall finds Van Vliet. Back to Marshall. Some nice passing there by Houston. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For Houston, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break.
Hakeem with 10 points and 9 rebounds already. But his team is down.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Down low, puts it up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
It's going to come down to what? I can't see your whole message.
Inside more than Lowry. He is a beast.
Pass to Hawkins. 3-pointer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Alvarado passes to Lowry. Here's Olynyk. Here's Hawkins. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers ahead, up by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the wire. This is going to be a tough one, man. It's
some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the 76ers?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got George. Jose Alvarado is out there with Lowry. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here's Gordon. Outside, George. A 3-pointer, no good. Hawkins kicks to Van Vliet. Olynyk sets a screen for Van Vliet. Here's Hawkins. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The 76ers leading by 3. So we know every team in the league needs shooting, and that's something that Jordan Hawkins can provide.
Well, he's got beautiful mechanics on his shot, Kevin, and a quick release. He still has room to grow, but shooters are going to find minutes.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Hawkins. Now here's Olynyk. Here's Marshall, defended by Gordon. Marshall passes to Olynyk. Shoots over Embiid, and Olynyk gets it to go on the assist from Marshall. Olynyk's got his first 2 points of the night. Embiid throws it down.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
Now Van Vliet, pass to Olynyk. Now Marshall, defended by Gordon. The jump hook, and no good. Trying to use the glass. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. Count that bucket.
You gotta like how Lowry puts his head down and just charges in on the drop.
Over in the corner, Marshall. It's Hawkins on the wing. Now recovering. Van Vliet passes to Olynyk. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Olynyk. Dosunmu comes in for Najee Marshall. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Hawkins. Embiid sets the pick for Gordon. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Dosunmu. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxey's checked in. The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. And here's Maxey following Fred Van Vliet's three. And the basket by Gordon.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Ray.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are...
Anything can happen, man.
And Houston...
Anything can happen.
Out of the game.
It's going to come down to matchups, I think. If Olajuwon can get their bigs in foul trouble and get Embiid in foul trouble and get them going small for the majority of the game, he'll be able to take over. And if they can win the offensive rebounds and get more and get putbacks and get their three-point game going.
Olajuwon comes in for Robinson, and it's Dejounte Murray in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Dosunmu. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Olajuwon. And here is Williams. Stolen by George. Unloads from 13. That misses off the backboard. Houston trails by 4. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. No good on the 3. 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Maxey. And that one's on target from the wing. Maxey's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
Well, you got to love Maxey taking what the defense gives him. If the mid-range opens up for him, he's going to let it fly.
Inside, and Williams throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Alvarado with it. Murray on him. Alvarado finds Embiid to the inside. George passes to Embiid. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And Murray, here we go.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Here's George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Some changes for Philadelphia. Edwards, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Jose Alvarado. Murray looking around. Pass to Alexander Walker. That's good. And it's Olajuwon with the assist. Olajuwon's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Edwards. Now Embiid. Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Clark's checked in. 76ers on defense. Olajuwon drawn the double team. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The 76ers leading. Down low. Here's Edwards. Plays it up and banks it in.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Olajuwon. Over Clark. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Olajuwon's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Embiid, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And it's Olajuwon missing. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. That'll be the 2nd of this 2-game road trip. Here's Grimes. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Dosunmu. The shot goes down and he gets this game back.
Right now, it's an open court game. Neither team is doing much work in the half court. Everything is coming through transition.
Pass to Maxey. Edwards kicks to Maxey. And stolen by Murray. And it's Murray.
It's going to come down to who can get the transition buckets. That's what it's looking like.
That time he was on the finishing end.
Murray against Maxey. And Deontay Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see.
Now you got Embiid out the game now. That's what we want. Now he's out. Now Olajuwon can go to work.
Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Hawkins subbed in for Nikhil Alexander-Walker. George is checked in for the 76ers. Carries it from 3-point range. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the 2nd quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Right wing. Marshall passes to Olajuwon. Kicks it out to Hawkins for the 3. They get it back.
Yeah, Olajuwon's stat sheet. By the way, I cover his stats in the description below. If you want to, if you're interested in what he's averaging on the season, his stats are in the description below, guys, on the video. But man, we got a ball game here.
George looking around, just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Murray, the pass to Hawkins. Olajuwon against Clark. Olajuwon, no good.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
That one good for 2. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Murray. He has 5. Here's Williams. It's Clark with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Edwards inside. Marshall defending. Williams with the block. And it's Houston on the break. Stolen by George. Pass to Grimes. Here's Maxey. Offline with his 3. 1:32 left here in the second. Now here's Williams. Olajuwon outside. Olajuwon drawing the double team. Hawkins shot good. You talk about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's George. 8 points for him. Clark a screen on Williams. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
It's deflected. Clark against Olajuwon. Outside for Murray. And it's off from 3-point range.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his teams.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Quentin Grimes taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Houston making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Jordan. Both free throws good from Grimes. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Murray with it. He has 5. Pass to Robinson. That shot off. Some solid defense from Clark. Outside, Maxey drills the 3-pointer. Maxey's got a pair of triples in the second now for Philadelphia.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Yep.
Really solid, right?
Close 4-point game going to half. Yep.
We're helping where we're supposed to help.
It has been a battle, man.
Pretty solid.
If it wasn't for the transition offense, Houston Team Dream would be in the hole right now. They got a lot of turnovers, got out and ran. The half-court offense hasn't really been that good. They're missing a lot of shots on the inside, too. A lot of missed layups.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time.
And they got to get to the free throw line a lot more.
Well, I think for Houston, they've stayed in the...
There's your Western Conference standings right there, guys.
Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Olajuwon with 17 rebounds already, going against that small ball unit. Dominating right now on the boards, but he's got to be able to get his teammates to convert more. They're not hitting the three-point shot as much on the wide open shots.
Olajuwon has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Olajuwon. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Murray. Then it's Williams. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And here is Murray. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Williams has a screen for Murray. Pass to Dosunmu. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Dosunmu's got 8 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Murray finds Williams. Olajuwon outside. And the jumper from down low is good.
Now that's how you – let's take a time out to showcase this. This is what the modern era would do with Olajuwon now. So you never saw this in the 90s. How many times do you ever see Olajuwon at the weak side, wide, coming off the cut with a guard, setting a pick for him on a curl to come in the lane? But he could do it. They just never did tonight. He's got that kind of footwork. Hakeem is that agile. He could do that.
He's got 19 points.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon, way too many moves in
But you got to get back defensively, man.
Beautiful look right there.
Embiid cherry picking.
And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
For Houston, they have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
One shot.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Maxey. Following the score by Deontay Murray. Just 2 to shoot. That shot missing. For Houston, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Now you look at Olajuwon, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Takes it off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Clark kicks to Edwards. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Houston.
Substitution for Houston. Number 20, Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Grimes. He has 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the defensive 3-second call. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Tyrese, Maxey, at the line for one.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Now here's Murray. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Olajuwon dishes to Murray. Olajuwon with a screen on Embiid. Murray. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 10. Here's Maxey. Murray with the defensive effort. Houston trails by 3. Now a timeout called by Houston. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, they needed that timeout. They're searching for answers right now, how to slow this guy down.
Houston making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Hawkins comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Dosunmu. Here is Hawkins. To Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Here's VanVleet. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Embiid. Maxey on the wing. Now Grimes. He has 5. Back to Maxey. Offensive rebound. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
Yeah, good luck blocking out Embiid. He is so massive at 7 feet. He can just power his way to grab offensive rebound.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Murray.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks. Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open 3.
Maxey against VanVleet. Pass to Hawkins. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Olajuwon. Not enough on that one as it misses. The 76ers leading by 3. Edwards passes to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Murray. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Maxey's got 12 points now in the quarter.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And here is VanVleet. He has 5. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Clark. It's rebounded by Houston. VanVleet right side. Williams looking around. Pass to Olajuwon. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Hawkins with it. Picked up by Edwards. VanVleet outside. Pass to Olajuwon. No one near him. Comes up empty down low. The 76ers leading by 6. Grimes with it. 5 points in the game.
and he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to Maxey. A three-pointer is right on target. Maxey's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Grimes. Back to Maxey. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Murray kicks to Van Vliet. There's Olajuwon. They could use a bucket. He lays it in. And that's now 24 points for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
To the paint. And Edwards slams it in.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Outside Williams. Olajuwon inside. He's against Clark. And it's Olajuwon missing. The 76ers leading by 9. Pass to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Van Vliet. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
1:56 left to play here in the third. Olajuwon finds Van Vliet. It's hauled in by the 76. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. It's Grimes on the wing. He's covered by Hawkins. Good.
And that's where you want Embiid to be aggressive. With his size and skill, he is dangerous down low.
Olajuwon on the wing. Over Clark. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Olajuwon's got 9 points now in just the second half. Maxey passes to Edwards. Maxey against Van Vliet. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. The shot, no good. Houston trails by 12. Hawkins passes to Van Vliet. Hawkins, a screen on Maxey. Van Vliet kicks to Hawkins. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon. Houston with a big group substitution here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Williams. Olynyk comes in for Olajuwon. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Deontay Murray. And Shepard subbed in for Hawkins. Stolen by Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's George for 3. That one, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, Tyrese Maxey coming off that pick and roll has been a problem. I have to switch it back to all-star because I find that superstar, they tend to nerf your shots on the inside. I just don't. Like, we're getting a lot of point-blank range layups that are not going in, so I went ahead and put the difficulty back. It really is not even about difficulty because the computer runs the same complex offenses they run. It's just the conversion rate changes when you change the dials down. So, unfortunately, I want to have a competitive game. I don't care who wins. I just want it to be logical. Like I saw a play in there where we had a mismatch on a guard on a center. He went up and he missed a point blank range layup or dunk, and I just can't have that. So that's just not realistic. But let's go ahead and change how we're just sprinting. We're going to go over the screen, and we're staying attached to everybody else. All right, guys, see if Houston can get back into this.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Houston trails by 9. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado is out there at Lowry. Then it's Joel Embiid. And there's Gordon. And it's George in at the 4 slot. Dosunmu, the pass to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Shepard with a screen for Van Vliet. Good on the shot. Van Vliet's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Houston.
And how about the touch on that floater? Van Vliet, you got to admire how creative he can be.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Out to the wing. Here's Shepard. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
George passes to Embiid, and Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. Outside Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. So the wing on the left. Fires from 18, and it comes off the front of the rim. The 76ers leading by 7. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Gordon driving the lane. Shot on the wing. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And they recover it. Robinson kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Dosunmu. Another miss by Houston. The 76ers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Lowry has the open look. Off target with his 3. Houston's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Van Vliet can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And it's Kyle Lowry with the 3. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston making some changes. Olajuwon's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Alexander Walker comes in for Shepard. And it's Dejounte Murray in for Fred Van Vliet. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hi, guys. Over the break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach is giving to his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Olajuwon missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Here's Murray. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Embiid sets the pick for Gordon. Pass to Alvarado. Here's George. Embiid with the screen on Olynyk. The shot by George, no good. Houston trails by 8. Here's Murray. And the shot goes down.
Oh, Deontay Murray!
Killing him on the interior.
76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Alvarado passes to Maxey. Back to Alvarado. A three-pointer off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Dosunmu. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Olajuwon. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now, just a
it's looking that way.
Philadelphia leading.
But we gotta get back defensively.
I'll tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Now here's Murray. Here's Dosunmu. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't get tunnel vision with the ball. He keeps his eyes up and his options open.
Maxey with it, defended by Alexander Walker. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Murray outside. Pass to Olynyk over George. Olynyk can't hit. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Now, here's Maxey. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's stolen by Alvarado. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Alvarado finds Maxey. Shoots over Alexander Walker.
Tyrese.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Robinson's checked in for Houston. And Van Vliet comes in for Alexander Walker. And then for Philadelphia, Clark, he's checked in for George. Edwards comes in for Gordon. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Jose Alvarado. Now here's Van Vliet. Now here's Dosunmu. Van Vliet outside. 6 to shoot. Outside for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Grimes. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point. Has still played well enough to hold the lead.
To the middle. Olajuwon can't hit. The 76ers leading by 6. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Kicks it out to Olajuwon. And here is Van Vliet. He's covered by Clark. Back to Olajuwon. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And another 3 for Houston.
How about the read there from Olajuwon, finding the open man.
Inside, here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now, here is Olajuwon. And stolen by Maxey. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Olajuwon passes to Dosunmu. Olajuwon, right side, over Grimes. And it's Olajuwon missing. Philadelphia leading by 5. Edwards drives in. Yeah, that goes in.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
VanVleet outside. Olajuwon inside. He's covered by Clark. There's the jumper. Nice one.
That is a huge shot by Murray when his team needed it most. He just loves these moments.
Clark, a screen on VanVleet. Now Maxey. Good. Some old school moves in the post.
I love that shot right there. Maxey's showing you he's got one of the best floaters in the entire league.
Does not go in. The 76ers leading. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Mark Williams is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Murray against Maxey. Puts it right back up and in.
Well, you just marvel at Tyrese Maxey's talent. He can take over a game now anytime he wants.
Murray outside. That one is off. The 76ers leading by 9. Outside, Maxey fires the 3. Williams with the rebound. And so VanVleet will bring it up for Houston. Now Embiid. From about 16. 2 points. That one goes.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Now Maxey.
And it will be a win, Team Dream. And the game they needed to get, they will fall to the Philadelphia 76ers. Wow. Tyrese Maxey just unstoppable down the stretch.
It really was.
Just couldn't stop him. And more importantly, Philadelphia did a great job keeping him off the offensive glass.
Now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Joel, we've heard critics in the past question your level of conditioning. How do you answer those critics?
You know, I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing this year, and I've been healthy, and I haven't been injured, and I'm going to try to keep that. I'm trying to keep that way. So
we'll stay locked in and wish you the best health.
Olajuwon with a dominant performance, but just not enough here. It's Tyrese Maxey.
I'm Kevin Harper.
Just could not have an answer for him, man. He totally outplayed Deontay Murray.
Tyrese Maxey.
They just didn't get the contributions from the others. Let's take a look at it here, guys. I think the big difference, look at they had 7 offensive rebounds, but they missed so many shots. They missed so many shots that they they didn't get as many. There were so many. They only had 7 offensive rebounds and took 89 shots, but they didn't get that many second chance points. I think, how many second chance points they had? They only had 6, and there was plenty of opportunities for that. And the turnovers went to the Sixers, and they lost the point. Well, actually, they won it. The Sixers had 46 points in the paint to their 56. And the bench point, look at the bench difference. The bench for the Sixers did the job. 28 points off the bench, only 16 for Team Dream. 21 team assists. That's not normally they pass it a lot better. They just got outplayed. They just didn't play well. And the three-pointers really hurt too. As Team Dream really didn't get their three-point game going, which is a big part of their game. Olajuwon was monstrous tonight as always. 32 points, 25 rebounds. Crazy. 8 assists, 3 blocks. Had a steal too. And only took 26 shots to get it. Deontay Murray came in late. Those numbers aren't that great because he didn't really have much impact throughout the game. 1 for 5 from downtown. Didn't do anything. And more importantly, he got destroyed by Tyrese Maxey defensively. I mean, Maxey just 7 for 14 from downtown, man. He made 14 field goals, 7 of them were threes. He had 8 assists, and he didn't have any turnovers. Embiid came in with 19 rebounds. And that's the thing, too. Look here. Olajuwon did all the rebounding. Williams had 9 rebounds, but he didn't have any putbacks. He only had 4 points. You're depending on Mark Williams to score at least 10 points tonight. They didn't get anything from Mark Williams. They didn't get anything from Mitchell Robinson. He didn't score. He's normally one of their best offensive rebounders. You just saw them with the New York Knicks in real life, what he did for them. He didn't do anything. So you're putting a lot of stress on your superstar to do all this work, and you saw the difference. He got the help. Olajuwon didn't. So there's your story. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights. We'll start with Olajuwon first, since he lost. They really didn't get their three-point game going until maybe a little late, but Maxey, look at that. Maxey was causing problems. He got a shot block there, but, man, he was just causing problems all night, man. Deontay Murray hitting a shot there. He didn't really get into the lane and drive as much. That's one of the few drives he had all night. And you notice, too, the Dream, most of their offense came in transition. Like the half-court offense just wasn't working. They had their moments where he got a couple plays to work, but Philadelphia pretty much just shut them down the half-court, man. Because it got down to where we were just posting up Olajuwon and just trying to get something out of that. He couldn't get any separation off the other guys. Now time for Maxey now. Just absolutely killing it, man. That hurt right there behind backdoor pass behind the back for a dunk. All these inside shots, then there's turnovers. There's a handoff for a 3. That one really hurt. That was the fourth quarter right there. Look at that. This man, he really hurt these boys, man. Maxey was a problem in this game, man. This game definitely will get an emoji, a fire emoji. Remember, guys, all the barn burners have fire emojis on them, and the great performances have stars and camcorders on them. And obviously, if you see both, that means it was both a game. But Team Dream takes a loss here, the game that they needed. Let's go take a look here at the standings. They just lost to Hakeem Olajuwon. Guess what? Now they got the bad boys coming up. Oh, man, they got to face Isaiah Thomas next. Oh, man, look at this. They got Isaiah Thomas. Then they got Magic Johnson. Then they got Kevin Durant and the Rockets. Oh, man, it does not get any easier. They got the best team in the NBA right here, the bad boys, right now, record-wise, coming up next. And they're in a 3. And look at that, they're dropping. Look at that. Now they're down a whole game to the Mambas and the Jays for number 3 spot, to say nothing of the number 5 spot. They're getting ready to get caught by the Warriors, man. They keep this up, Warriors are going to catch them. It's getting rough out here in the Western Conference, man. Come on. Do you have to even ask Sideshow? I say it's NBA legends. Which Isaiah do you think I have? But besides, sideshow, I thought you read the description area yesterday. Remember you said you read the description area on the playlist. All the players are there, man. You told me you read the description area. on the playlist. It's the 1985 version of Isaiah Thomas. His prime, the best year he ever had. His prime year. It's all right, man. But that's 1985. Isaiah Thomas. That's the best. That's the year he led. That's the year that he had. He won the MVP of the All-Star game, and I believe he averaged around 13 assists and had like about 25 points a game. Shot ridiculous, and he carried them in the playoffs, even though they lost to the New York Knicks that game. That's the year he scored. I think what was it? He scored 23 points in 90 seconds, something like that. Was some crazy. It was a crazy game he had in the Silverdome against Bernard King of the Knicks, where Isaiah Wellness. I think he scored 16 points in 23 seconds or something like that, and forced overtime. It was crazy, man. Isaiah was the man in the mid-'80s, man. I know everybody wants to point to the bad boys in the championship years, but his best years were the mid-'80s, man. Isaiah Thomas in the mid-'80s was just, man, he was not human in those years. But anyway, we take a look here at Olajuwon and Team Dream. Woo! They have got some work to do, brother, because, look, they have fell, and if the Mambas and the Jays continue to pull away, they're going to be stuck at that 5th spot, to say nothing of the Warriors coming on strong at 17-12. They're turning their season around. However, they just lost a couple games too, I believe, to Team Dr. J last week. But nonetheless, tough stretch because you got the bad boys with Isaiah Thomas here. Then you got the Las Vegas Showtime with Magic Johnson. Then you got Durant and the boys on the road going in their house. Then you got to deal with Kyrie Irving and Cooper Flagg and the boys coming in with Dallas back-to-back. And then you got the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And then you got Boston. Then you got Vegas again. Then you got Wembanyama over here. Then you got Diesel again. Then you got the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. You got to go to his house in North Carolina. Now you got to go see Jordan. Damn. Man, Team Dream has got some questions to ask. This is a tough schedule, bro. Then you got Kobe. That's going to be a big game. That game right there is going to probably be big because after all this, when you consider how the standings are here with the Mambas, the Dream, the Jays, by the time Team Dream gets down here to face the Mambas, that could be a pivotal game for the season. That could be pivotal because if they don't have a good go with all this, if they lose there, they'll not only have a bad record against their Mambas, but they'll also lose the tiebreaker, which but pretty much kill their playoff hopes of getting out of that 5th seed, to say nothing of staying out of the play-in tournament where you don't want to be at. So Team Dream got a lot to answer for, man. A lot to going on with their team. But with that, let's go ahead and move this along. Let's see who's coming up next on the Daily View here, today's games. Speak of the devil, it will be Kobe Bean Bryant up next with the Mambas taking on the Toronto Raptors in Los Angeles. And I will have that game coming for you guys. Let's take a quick look here at the Mambas before we cut this one short, cut this off, and go to the next game. The Mambas are sitting up here at 21-9 with a 7-game winning streak. And they're trying to catch Team Diesel and Showtime for the #1 record, but they got a ways to go. Very important game for the Mambas tonight. They cannot afford to lose this game. They just took care of Phoenix. They're coming off a 7-game winning streak. As we look back here, they haven't lost a game in 3 weeks. However, they've had a lot of time off, though. You can see they've had a lot of time off in between games. Their last loss was against Team Dr. J, way back up here when they lost. And since then, they've gone on a 7-game winning streak. This was a tough defensive game right here. Look at that score, guys. Look at that score. They won it. It was a defensive game, 77-70, guys. Defensive game. Kobe somehow scored 32 points in that game. He shot 37 shots to get 32 points. That ain't good. That was That was an ugly game, but it's worth watching, though. It was like one of those tough, grinded-out games. But they won it. Then they blew out the Lakers. Kobe guys beat his old team. Then the big game where Kobe hit the game winner here against Team Chamberlain. If you missed that one, go check that one out. It's in the playlist. Then they beat the Atlanta Hawks. Then the Blazers and the Suns back-to-back, and now they're here against the Toronto Raptors. And a must-win. In my opinion, it's a must-win game because, again, if we take a look here at the standings, Showtime is pulling away, guys. Let's take a look at Showtime. This is Showtime situation. They have won 12 games in a row, okay? They are pulling away from everybody else. If you got any chance of catching Showtime, it's got to be now. If you have any kind of a losing streak, you can forget about getting the number 1 seed, man. It's not happening. Magic Johnson got them boys running and gunning right now, man. They won 12 games in a row just by running and gunning on people. They really ain't got no half. If you watch their games, they really don't have a half-court offense. It's pretty much run and gun, post up Magic, good, because Magic Johnson's 6'9". There ain't a point guard in the NBA that can guard him in today's game. They don't match up. Every single night he gets double teamed. He's 6'9", 225 pounds with handles. Okay, you can't check this guy. It's impossible. So yeah. However, Showtime, that's going to be a good game. Look at that one. That'll be a good one. They're playing Minnesota next, coming up soon. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and check out and see when that game takes place. You know, we got Kobe coming up next. After that, it will be, that'll be after Kobe. It'll be Magic and taking on Minnesota. That'll be a good one. Then you'll have Wilt Chamberlain taking on the New York Knicks. And after that, that'll be it for today's games. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here with that thing, guys. And I will see you guys in the next one as the Mambas host the Toronto Raptors as they continue their charge to try to lock up that number 3 seed and then eventually challenge for the number 1 record in the NBA as we make our way into January here in the NBA Modern Era Ultimate Season Challenge. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it.